to have been to Castleberry. Kind of has a similar Castleberry feel, but at the same time, the sidelines, they got a little bit more room on the sidelines. But, I kind of like this. It's that intimate high school Friday night, and we're right up on the action.
Oh, yeah, we're right up on the action. This is a football field, and here we go. Y'all have to pardon us for having the both teams ran out at the same exact time. That's first time you'll see that. Probably the last time you'll ever see it, too. But the Bullfrogs are out here, and they are going, and my Zoom is not wanting to work for me, so we're going to get that working. Look at that. Yeah, so we are live now on Facebook, on YouTube. We are live across the board. So we have this thing going, trying to get everything, make sure we're good with everything. And we're not, absolutely, but there we go. Now we get a little zoom in action here. A little zoom in action. And we're gonna play with this camera a little bit because
right now the camera's on us. I was trying to figure it out underneath you.
Yeah, here we go, right. Oh, there we go, right.
I was like, hey, everybody.
Yeah, there we go. We got it now. But what we're going to do here is we're going to drop this out, tighten this up. We're going to drop another leg. Now we're going to get the camera right up close. You guys that are tuning in on MixLR, hey, sorry. We have a camera production we got to run here too. So, don't blame me, blame COVID.
Hey, so, I'm kind of trying to do my best to count at the sideline. So, hey, not too many numbers out here in Burkburnett, but that's not a problem. Looking about 35, so a little bit of a smaller school tonight. They're coming in 1-5. So, hey, should be hopefully, I'm hoping for a win here tonight. It's going to be a little bit difficult, though. I'm not going to lie to you. This is definitely the coldest night of the season thus far, meaning – those hard-thrown balls from Caleb Welch, they're going to hit those hands. They're going to sting a little bit. Each big hit, you're definitely going to feel them. So, we gotta look out for making sure these kids are warmed up and ready to go when they're in. But, hey, this is I love this time of year. This being from the north is perfect for football weather. This is like being a Philly.
That's what I'd messaged Coach Welch today. I'd messaged Coach Ming over here at Burkburnett to find out where we're going to be at. We talked about it a second ago. Those guys are just tuning in live on Facebook. We were just talking a second ago. First message we got here, first message we got today was that we were going to be on a table outside the press box. So Chris and I both dressed really warm. And so you guys that are tuning in and watching, we saw that it looks like the Bullfrogs not declined, sorry. They won the toss and they deferred to the second half. So the Bullfrogs will be kicking off to start the game off. And we're going to pause a second as we get ready for the national anthem. Sorry if you guys ain't going to hear it. We're kind of locked in a booth tonight, so. But the color guard is coming out, so we're going to leave right there on the 50. They're going to come right in right there. And thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to do a couple technical checks and everything else, kind of look and see what's going on, make sure everything's good. You want to check that YouTube? Hey, guys, sorry for that pause there. We're kind of in a small box. Don't have really a good way of getting you guys that crowd sound. We're going to try to adjust that a little bit, but I doubt we're going to get a whole lot of it tonight. So we're going to just have to deal with what we got. So we are live, Friday Night Lights here in Burkburnett, Texas. Those of you that don't know, that's just 20 minutes north of Wichita Falls in just a rock skip from Oklahoma, it seems like. It was right out about a 2-hour drive to get up here, about an hour and 55 minutes from Lake Worth. Nice little drive. Our coldest game of the year. If you guys were tuning in live on Facebook or YouTube, you probably saw that Old Glory was just out there flapping. The wind gusts tonight are about 17 miles an hour. The low tonight, by the time we get to halftime, is supposed to be about 44, 43 degrees. So you're listening to Joey Wilcox and Chris Wyatt live on Bullfrog Radio, on Facebook, live on Bullfrog Football MixLR, and live on Lake Worth ISD YouTube page. We thank y'all so much for tuning in and checking us out. Y'all hang with us. We're going to try to do our best to answer anything, anything in the comments that we can. Like I said, we're in a little bitty box. It's just the two of us here. And Johnny, I know if you're tuning in, you know it's like the times we've been putting these little bitty boxes.
Yeah, Johnny's over on the YouTube feed. So if you guys don't know, just quick fun fact of the night. Usually I'm on the YouTube chat checking what you guys are saying while Joey on that Bullfrog Radio Facebook page. And we're lining up actually right now to go ahead and kick this thing off as Polito lines on up to kick this one off. And here we go as the ball is kicked pretty well. It's going to go down to about the 11-yard line. And they're going to bring this one up, trying to bounce this out right. And a couple of guys on him now, and just about the entire special teams unit for Lake Worth on the tackle, as that's going to be brought down around the 30-yard line.
And, guys, we apologize for any weird angles on the video tonight. I tell you, we're in one of these really crazy, weird-looking press boxes, so the camera angle is not going to be the absolute best because it's kind of angled out, and we're just all kind of limited tonight. So we're trying to get to you. I'm trying to keep a good eye on it, what it looks like here and what we have going. So you guys just hang with us.
And we can see the Bullfrogs coming out with Isaiah Hall playing free safety, playing deep, as the Bulldogs have 3 trips out right. They're going to run it, though, and still on his feet. Looks to be a gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play on first down for the Bulldogs. Yeah, once again, Joey, we're playing some Bulldogs again.
Yeah, Bulldogs, Bullfrogs. I know I see old Joe McDaniel tuning in. Facebook, we try to get these dogs and frogs together for you. Try to keep it going good. Hey, a good shout-out to Elijah Young, Lino Torres. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, checking us out. Elijah, I know it's probably getting a little chilly up where you're at, too. So we're feeling you down here tonight for sure.
2 lined out to the right, 1 out left, and shotgun for the Bulldogs as they hand this one off again, just trying to bounce out left. Frogs are there, but he's still on his feet. But I believe Jacoby Jones coming in to clean that one up, just identifying, hey, that's a great pursuit by the Bullfrogs defense there. Just making sure those guys are in pursuit, and about 3 Bullfrogs there to make the tackle.
Oh, yeah. The great job. That's a big thing they were trying to do last week, and they know they had to fix this week, was setting the edge and attacking, being more aggressive around the outside, and that's what you're seeing so far. It's 3rd down and 7. This could be a big stop right here.
And here come the Frogs. So they are only bringing 3 as defense drops back, but they have pressure on the quarterback. Chucks one up to a wide-open receiver. A defensive breakdown. Isaiah Hall trying to chase him down. He falls. And Burkburnett on 3rd and long find a man wide open downfield as they're going to take the 6 points.
Yep. Bullfrogs just got caught with their pants down on that one. That was definitely blown coverage. Not sure why a safety would start coming on a quarterback starting to look like he's going to run. But, be one of those things you got to adjust. This is not anything different than the Bullfrogs haven't seen before. The Bullfrogs have seen early scores put against them before. Now they just got to put themselves in a hole. Offense got to come out and answer.
Yep.
It's just going to be a battle tonight. Battle with the elements, a battle with trying to get outside their head and just execute.
And it looks like a flag on the play. I believe it was an offsides on the Frogs. Most likely going to go ahead and decline this one. We'll see as though the Bulldogs make their way to the sideline. Just quick shout out. Hey, Tristan, you better not be messing with my Giants versus Eagles because my Eagles sealed that win last night, but we're hoping for at least it was an exciting game. So if you're going off that note, I'm hoping that these Bullfrogs come out and looking to score. Of course, not the opening we'd hoped for, but I'll tell you this. Credit to the quarterback from Burkburnett, just keeping the play alive, being mobile in that pocket, stepping up and making the throw. Frogs obviously going to have to look out for that one throughout this game.
Oh, yeah, and the penalty on that extra point was encroachment, offsides on the defense. Burkburnett decided to decline that, just go ahead and take the 7 points. If that had been Coach Welch, he probably went down. He's like, let's go for 2. Hey, but, to each his own. 10:21 left to go, or 10:21, say left to go. We're in the first quarter, so we're not even 2 minutes into play into the first quarter, and Burkburnett's already on the scoreboard.
Shout out to all y'all guys coming out in the chat. I appreciate y'all supporting us here in the booth. Lake Worth up here in Burkburnett, Texas. And, man, what a cold one here tonight. But luckily, Joey and I all cozy up in this booth. Nice and warm in here now. But it's gonna be dropping pretty low tonight. I'm sure the wind chill might drop a little bit below 40 tonight as the Bulldogs try to see what the Bullfrogs were doing on that one, rushing to the line, trying to see if they had something there, as now they're going to kick this one off normally. And a decent kick out to the sideline, though, and that's going to bounce and go on out of bounds. So a good break here for the Bullfrogs. I'm going to have to watch myself tonight. The Bullfrogs, Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's one of those things, we got to stick on it. Everybody thinks it's easy to call this, but you would think we get used to it by now because we're, this is the 4th team that the Bullfrogs have played this year that has been the Bulldogs. So we got our Bullfrogs against a bunch of other Bull. Looks like there was a penalty on the play, and Coach Welch is going to ask him to re-kick it. And so that's a good call there. I like that call from Coach Welch. We're saying I'm getting, talking about all the Bull here, and we missed that call. But it is looked like it was all sides on the kicking team. And so Coach Welch wanted him to opt back. He said he thinks he's going to get it better than the 25 or 30.
Yeah, that ball actually went out. So that, I believe, I didn't see if there's an offsides. I'm going to go ahead and just say they're re-kicking based on that ball going out of bounds. But I really like Lake Worth. They've been a solid return team. That's been, in my opinion, one of the bright spots this year for them. So, hey, might as well take a gamble, try to get that good field position. I expect a lot out of this offense here tonight as they try to get a little sneaky there again with the Bulldogs, but the ball falls off the tee. So here we go once again as the entire team, the special teams unit for Burkburnett, huddled up here. We'll see if they just want to stunt. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Just trying to, show us something. And here we go, lining up.
We double clutch on the PAT, so why not do a clutch on the kickoff? And then here's a big pooch kick.
And it's going to bounce, and they got to fall on that. No, they're going to pick it up. And, well, there's some room to run here. And just before midfield, that's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line. So almost a broken play, a muffed kick. Turns in to about a 20-yard pickup there, 25 yards almost.
Yeah, made me a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I gotta give a shout out to Burkburnett and the staff here. They got us inside in a booth and not outside on a table. They fed us Chicken Express, which we know that's a hometown favorite, and we got a chance to get that. But I'll tell you what, I started feeling sick to my stomach there.
As now Damian Moore kicks this one out towards our sideline on the right side of the field, and he looks like I think they're going to spot him for good enough for first down. Yeah, it looks like they're marking him at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Damian Moore on that run right there, it's kind of weird for me. I looked at him running, I'm thinking like, he's not running as fast as he normally does. I think he was expecting to get somebody setting the edge there, and it was wide open for him. So he just got out there and got him a first down. Great job.
And Mark Fulkerson with some interesting motion here. Caleb looking at him, but he's going to throw it over the middle. And that, I believe,
Cam Kimball.
That was Cam Kimball. Wow. So, no, that was Isaiah Hall, number 4.
Oh, sure was.
They're running so many motions, I'm getting lost out here watching Mark Fulkerson. So, a good pickup there. Good decision by Caleb. He checked out to Mark in motion to the left and looked downfield and found number 4, Isaiah Hall.
The early looks at this right now, the Bullfrogs can go down here and answer. It looks like this right here might be one of those games.
Hey,
let's just hope so.
I called a shootout, so we'll see how it goes. But Lake Worth marching down the field right now. A fake toss and a handoff. I believe that is going to be good enough for about 6 or 7 yards. I can't really tell with our angle here, but a solid pickup, as that was Mark Fulkerson on the carry. I believe first carry of his possible career on varsity.
Yeah, when we say carry, we're used to seeing him catch the ball and run, not get a handoff. So that was interesting.
Hey, I like that. A little bit of different looks for the Bullfrogs here early on. Looks like they're working on some new things in practice. As Caleb back in shotgun, he's handing this one off to Damian Moore, finds a seam. He's going up the middle, and a solid gain again. The Bullfrogs having their way, picking up at least 5 to 6 yards per play.
Yeah, I'm liking this right now. I'm liking this a lot. A whole lot.
Yeah, this is exactly – I mean, the offense is rolling. Of course, giving up that big play and third down on defense, but at least the Frogs are coming out and they're showing a lot of life here on their first drive. They have not been able to do that so far since district play, and here we go against Burkburnett, 2 in the backfield. Play action. No, they actually do hand it off on the second attempt there. I believe that was Damian Moore with the carry, and he's got a gain of about 4 yards.
Yep, that's right. So there's that misdirection. It was the misdirection they had there. Fake to the right, handed back to him right up the gut. You know, it's a good call. Way to really watch what they're given, and the Bullfrogs taking advantage of that early.
Now Caleb under center, Cam Kimball in the backfield. And they hand it off to Cam, and he's fighting for some room. He's inside the 5-yard line. So the Bullfrogs knocking on the door, third down.
Yeah, and I'm not sorry, you guys, if y'all are watching the video. It's probably kind of cockeyed here. It's a little bit. I'm telling you, I'm in a tough spot.
Hey, I'm doing the same. I mean, if you looked at the angle I'm commentating from right now, I'm leaning half out the window at the moment, trying to call this one for you guys. As Caleb, he hands it off once again, and it's kind of hard to see from the angle. We'll see where they mark him. It looks like he may have gotten the first down, waiting on the signal on the field. It's going to be close. I see the marker on the sideline showing fourth down, so it looks like it's about half a yard short of the first down.
So it looks like they're going to maybe possibly measure it. He called to stop the clock. Nope. He's going to run it. He just stopped the clock to look at it, I guess.
Now, this is, Joey, I'm expecting quarterback sneak. It's been fairly successful this year.
Yeah, I'm expecting it as well, but let's see.
Caleb under center. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it to Cam Kimball, and he walks into the end zone. Everybody seemed to miss him. It was like the Red Sea out there splitting as Cam Kimball waltzes on in, and we're just 1 point away from tying this one up early. 7:04 on the clock.
Yes, sir. We'd love to see that. Love to see the Bullfrogs be able to answer. Now, the difference between what you saw from the Bulldogs and then what you saw from the Bullfrogs was the Bullfrogs, they chewed up some clock time on that. They chewed up approximately 3 minutes and about 17 seconds off the clock. You know, the PAT goes up, and it's good. Polito's in for the PAT, so it's all tied up here at 7 apiece. I'm going to bring it back out, zoom in, keep them going. Chris, I'll make the score.
Hey, normal angles now, guys. No longer tilting your head to go watch a game, but, hey, at least the good news is we are watching high school football live on YouTube, live on Facebook. This is a new era of high school football here in Texas. So happy to have you guys here tonight, and we're all tied up. So the Frogs coming out, and we got ourselves a ball game so far. Of course, a little bit disappointing on that first defensive drive for the Frogs, giving up a defensive breakdown. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. A wide receiver downfield with no defenders within 15 yards. And, man, so, you know, to me, what I saw that first drive, it was a mistake. But they look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the elements. It's a little bit cold outside. You're having to figure some different things out and get some things going. So, I give that to them. Let's shake that off and get it going. We know last week the Bullfrogs struggled with the eyes in the backfield a little bit more than than you would think they would have. But I mean, talking with Coach Welch and talking with Coach McAnally, there was a lot to take from last week's game, and you're already starting to see some of that come together as you saw the edge be set quite a bit earlier than you did last week. They're setting the edge. They're attacking at the point of the ball. So let's see what's going to go on here as he kicks the ball off here.
And Polito, a good kick here, going to go down. It looks like it's dropped. I believe it touched the returner, and he's going to pick it up at the goal line. He's got to be in the end zone. That could be a safety, and it is. And it is. The special teams unit from Lake Worth chases down the Burkburnett player, and that's 2 points on the board for Lake Worth.
Yes, sir, and that's a tone setter. That's a tone setter. Mark my words. That's a tone setter. Just like the first kickoff last week set a tone, that right there set a tone. It goes to show you that the elements do not have a team that they go for. When the elements are in effect, when the wind's gusting 17 miles an hour, when it's cold outside and you're at home, it doesn't matter. The elements do not play for you. The elements are like, well, if you're not a Dallas Cowboy fan, the elements are like the Dallas Cowboy fan. If you are a Dallas Cowboy fan, the elements are still like the Dallas Cowboys. They'll break you apart.
Yeah, right.
And that's what happened right there. It looked like he misjudged the ball. And I don't know. I don't think it was the lights. I think he just kind of misjudged the ball. Maybe it could have been that wind gust coming through there. But it hit him, and now they have to punt.
Yep, and it's Lake Worth ball. And what's interesting? You watch the return man. He was a little bit unsure. He was up front. He had to back himself up, and at that point, I believe it did touch him, and I don't think he realized that for a split second. The ball rolled down towards the goal line. I think he expected touchback, but then he quickly realized as the ball literally sat on that half inch right before the goal line, and he had to make a decision, pick it up, and Lake Worth making a fantastic special teams play, getting downfield and making the play. And now it looks like the Bullfrogs are going to have great field position here on a decent return, as now the kick is coming from the 20-yard line. And it's up, and it's a short one. And nobody's on it. Ay, man, I believe that was Michael Ramirez has got to do something about that. He's got a fair catch. He's got to make a play on that ball. And just as fast as we are excited, Burkburnett is going to take over. Good news is Bullfrogs got 2 points out of this situation.
I'll tell you exactly what happened on that, and this is not uncommon. Burkburnett is kicking into the wind, and what happened is when that ball came over, the young man's head here, number 12, it came over the top of him. He was expecting the ball to carry, and it dropped down right behind him, so he was looking to make a block, and there was a guy that came and ran and got that. It's unfortunate, but let's see the Bullfrogs battle on defense here.
And a handoff here, bouncing out to the left, and he's got a hole, and just like that, Burkburnett is going to take this one in. So 2 big plays. The Frogs looking they do so well on defense, but they give up these big plays. And I want to touch back real quick on that kickoff. It's almost, I'm a baseball guy. And this mistake just turned into a touchdown. You got to communicate. Somebody's got to call for ball. Get called off by the guy behind you. We got to talk. And now that's 6 points on the board.
And when the ball freezes in the air, somebody's got to come up and call that. So the Bullfrogs just took the lead, and then they just gave it back. It's tough. It's really tough to deal with. And I think I'm going to tuck my chair in here because I don't see myself sitting down until we get to halftime, and it just keeps getting in my way. So.
Looks like we may have a shootout here. I mean, I almost hope not, but at the same time, maybe a little bit entertaining. But man, I have a background in baseball, and I played shortstop. That was my position of choice. And you're always taught, anybody can call for the ball, but there's certain players that have priority. In this case, the deepest guys on the field are going to have the priority. If your deep guys can get to that ball, they have priority. But until then, call for the ball. Let somebody else call you off. And right there, just a little bit of confusion now ultimately leads to 7 points for Burkburnett. And so the Frogs here luckily had a fantastic first drive. We'll see if they can keep that up. But right now, the defense need to stop giving up these home run hitting plays. Just absolutely, man, these big, long plays just kill them. They do so well. They can hold, they make big stops, and then all of a sudden, bam, Swiss cheese. A hole.
Yeah, you couldn't there's a big chance that 2-point safety is probably going to play the winner in this game.
Fun fact, it looks like Nathan Orozco was bumped out to the near side where Michael Ramirez was. We'll see if that's just a personnel change as they're going to try to kick this in the middle. And we do pick it up this time. That's the good news. And, wow, big hit there as the pile is on about the 38-yard line. They're actually going to mark him down at the 39. So Lake Worth will take over just about 11 yards from midfield.
You guys are tuning in to Bullfrog Radio, Bullfrog Football, and live on YouTube with for live on Lake Worth ISD YouTube page. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We thank you so much. If you're tuning in via MixLR or you're tuning in via Facebook, hey, give us a shout out. Say what's up. I see Johnny White is on Facebook. Dr. Neshba, hey, thanks for tuning in. Erica Mason, Mayor Walter Bowen, Carl Carter, Evelyn Patton, Coach Patton. And, hey, we got to give a big shout out to oh, man. And I just missed that one. You guys, you can step on me on that anytime. Bullfrog just missed on a little Burkburnett came up with a blitz, and Bullfrog just missed on a little screenplay. And Caleb just had to throw it away. But I want to give a big shout-out to Jessica Wheat. She's the athletic – she's like the athletic admin there in the building, in the field house, a position they put there. And she does so much for this program. It's her birthday. So big happy birthday to her.
As now Cam Kimball is going to take this one down to it looks like about the 50. We'll see where the spot is, and a great spot for Cam Kimball, and that's going to be a first down for the Frogs.
Yeah, great job right there. Cam Kimball, we've been looking at and wanting to see more from him and wanting to see him get more touches from behind the ball, a chance to open up those wheels. And that play right there was just a great run, great hard run downhill, get that first down.
Trips out to the left, and Caleb looking for Demarion Pulte. He's got him, but he falls and is barely going to make his way back to the line of scrimmage as, man, those feet slipping out from underneath.
And I know Demarion Pulte, I talked to him quite a few times, about his production the last, couple of games or whatnot, and he's just – every athlete can get themselves in a slump, and he's trying his heart out to try to get out of that a little bit in this game. And so he's gotten one touch there already.
And a little toss to Demarion. Hopefully get him involved now as he's got some room, and he slips up just a little bit this time again. Good news, it's a gain of 11.
Yeah, first down. So there you go. We were just talking about him, just getting him warmed up. That's what he needed. He needed some love to get warmed up. And he's right now looking like he probably has about, 12 yards on 2 carries. So that's not bad. That's not a bad start for him.
Which is funny because, hey, he did kind of fall there again. But at the same time, it was after he picked up about 10 and fell down for another 2. As now Caleb in shotgun, my bad, as Cam Kimball with the ball. And that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards on the play. So 2nd and 5 for the Bullfrogs.
Yeah, we love to see that. You're seeing the Bullfrogs just kind of pound away at it. And it's kind of one of those rule of thumbs as a coach, If I could pound it at you, I'm going to keep hitting you in the mouth until you stop it. And right now, the Bullfrogs have ran 4 plays, and in 4 plays, they went for just about 20 yards. So they're just going to keep going at it.
Now Caleb hands it off to Cam once again. He's got it outside. He's going to get past the first down marker and more. A big play from Cam Kimball and another first down for the Bullfrogs.
We're just talking about it. Coach Welch sees that. They see that opening. They're just going to continue to attack it. The thing that they see right now is they don't see just an opening. They don't just see just one opening because we're working both sides of the ball. So it tells you from the offensive side, they're seeing and they're liking their lineup, and they're picking and choosing, and they have the whole playbook open to them.
And trips out right, a single receiver out left, and Caleb, he's looking at Demarion Pulte. He's got him, and that's another first down, possibly more. And he's down at the 1 yard line as Demarion Pulte making a little bit of a make up for that dropped pass or that fall when he fell after catching the ball, as he's had 2 fantastic plays.
Yeah, and there you go. I mean, all-purpose yards right now, the young man's already looking at 40 yards. So it's a big deal for him. You get him started. That's the way it is with these Bullfrog weapons. You get them warmed up, get them going, and they're virtually unstoppable.
And here we go as Cam with the ball. He's at the 1, and let's see, do they get the hands up? They do. Touchdown, Cam Kimball. Bullfrogs on the board once again, and now take the lead.
There you go. Now you just need the defense has got to step up, and everybody's got to stay in their assignment to keep this from going back the other direction. And hey, I want to apologize to everybody. We don't have a scoreboard, a clock tonight. We're just in such a confined space. I don't have enough room for another camera to put somewhere. So right now it's 3:47 left to go in the first quarter. Bullfrogs just took the lead. They're getting ready to line up for the point after right now.
And they're going to be going for 2 here as they're only up by 1. They want to lead by at least 3, it looks like, as now Mark Fulkerson in motion and Cam out there with him as well. And it's Caleb Welch, and he finds his man, and that's number 11, I believe, Demarion Pulte, and the 2-point conversion is good.
And there you go. I mean, that's the thing that Bullfrogs have had to do with their weapons all season long is they've had to rotate their weapons. They have all the weapons that anybody would ever want, and everybody has had breakout games. Have had great games at some point in time or another because it's whose number's being called that game is what it comes down with the Bullfrogs. They're going to leave. A team's going to game plan against 1 or 2 of your weapons, and they're going to sleep on one of them, and that guy's been the guy you're going to strike with. Right now, we're seeing Demarion Pulte have a heck of a game in that last drive already. He ends up with the 2-point conversion, and he's already got upwards of almost close to about 50 yards, all-purpose yards. So, I mean, phenomenal night so far for that young man already. And not only that, Cam Kimball being the hammer and driving down and getting him in that situation, him scoring and putting him in that position. Great job so far by the Bullfrog offense. And we're looking for the Bullfrog defense to get just as hot and just as warm as that offense. We're used to seeing them have turnovers, and that's what I'm ready to see.
And it's been a fantastic night for the run. Both Damian Moore and Cam Kimball have been virtually unstoppable, as now Polito puts this one up. Another good kick for him. This one's about at the 12-yard line, and it's going to be returned here. Trying to bounce it out. There's not many frogs out there. He's got some space. Isaiah Hall in pursuit, trying to grab onto anything, and he's going to bring him down just past the 50. Had to be careful there, almost grabbing the horse collar, but he stays clear and luckily brings his man down just past the 50.
Yeah, and so the pursuit on that one was probably a half step slower than what the Bullfrogs wanted to be on that one. If they were just, I don't know what maybe what they were expecting, but it was just a half step slower on that. So the young man that received the ball came up first, and then he came to the side. So Bullfrogs started kind of coming in on that, and so they took advantage of it. But here we go.
Stay in your lanes.
49-yard line. So let's see
I'm sorry. No, that's special teams. You guys stay in your lane for that reason, as now Bulldogs hand it off, and the defense is there, and that's only going to be a gain of 2. So, hey, besides 2 plays, the Bullfrog defense has been there ready to answer the call. They just got to be consistent.
Right now, I take this as a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Did the Burkburnett not see the Decatur game last week? Decatur, that is an equally running and passing team, and see the Bullfrogs shut down the running game last week? Maybe they didn't see that. But then again, they've scored off one run, just like Decatur did one time. But it guaranteed the Bullfrogs will continue to shut that running game down.
And now a tight formation as the quarterback drops back. He's looking for a man. He's rolling out, and he just throws it to the ground. He was outside the pocket. I guess they're going to rule that incomplete. There was not really anybody in the vicinity. About 5-6 yards away was the running back, but they're not going to throw a flag here as second down. And I guess it was only a gain of 1 on first down, so 9 to go.
Yeah, and so those of y'all that are tuning in that saw him spike that ball down, it's not considered intentional grounding as long as he gets outside the tackles.
But does he have to get it past the line of scrimmage?
No, he doesn't.
And not in high school?
Outside the tackles, and there some of that stuff also may be a little bit questionable. Most of all, they want safety for the quarterback, so anything he can do to get out of the way. But here we go.
Right. He rolls out to his left. He tries to fire. He had a man. Number 6 was open, about a yard shy of the first down, but threw his hands, and a 4th down now for the Bulldogs. And, wow, a great defensive stand here for the Bullfrogs. There we go. No 50-yard run, no 50-yard pass. That's what I like to see.
Way to stand tall, and let's see what's going to go on here. I mean, this right here has got to be hard. The punter's punting in. Old Glory and the old Lone Star flag over there is just flying straight out. So we're going to see what happens here.
And a good kick here. Junior Sessions telling everybody to stay clear as this one's going to roll on down to just before the 10-yard line. With our angles here, we'll see it's like right in between the 11 and 10-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 11.
Yeah, in Junior Session, I know he's probably going to – we'll talk about that one as we always do after the games. Probably wanting that back. He didn't expect that ball to bounce that way. He knew going in this game that the punter is a rugby-style punter, so it's a really lopsided, weird-looking punt. But, made the good call. The ball – the ball, thank goodness, the wind didn't roll like it normally would. And not only that, the turf here is a little bit harder, so I imagine it took a little bit more of a bounce than what we're expecting anyway.
Now Caleb back in shotgun, trips out to the left-hand side. Demarion Pulte in motion. They flip it to him, and he's looking for his blocks. He's got some room. He's cutting it back, and he's going to be wrapped up here. And I'm looking at the ref, and looks to be a gain of around 3 yards, so 2nd down and about 7 to go.
Yeah, that was a great job by the Bullfrogs. You look at those plays and you want every play to be a home run, but it's just not going to be. And so every little bit that you can get going, I mean, that's what you want. 3 yards is better than 2 yards, better than 1 yard, better than no yards.
I can agree with that. As now Caleb back, one in the backfield, Demarion Pulte in the slot, Mark Fulkerson to his right, Nathan Orozco out wide, single receiver side as Demarion now in motion. And they fake it to him, but no, there's a flag on the play and a false start on the Bullfrogs.
Yeah, I didn't. Josh isn't here, so I didn't see that.
It looks like he pointed at Mark Fulkerson, the referee. So I'm not 100% sure there because I saw Mark's hands go up a little bit too. Not 100% sure on that one, but that was my best guess from here up in the booth. As now, from the left hash, 2nd down and about 12 yards to go. Right outside their own end zone. And they're going to hand this one off. And Damian Moore's got some space. He bounces out right. Mark Fulkerson looking to block out in front. He's still on his feet. Damian Moore out to the 45-yard line on a fantastic run by the sophomore.
Yeah, great job. You love to see that kid get past the 2nd level and get into some open space. He's really got a lot of speed. He's got some major potential. And I know the coaches are excited about that kid. They're excited about all the kids on this team. They're really excited about what they've gotten to see these glimmers out of all these sophomores because this is a young team right now looking to continue to grow.
Nice change of pace between the two running backs, Cam Kimball and Damian Moore. Speed back and a power back. As now Caleb Welch drops back. He's looking out to Mark Fulkerson. He's got him if he can get there, and he does not, just over his head as Mark Fulkerson beat double coverage and unfortunately unable to find him. But, hey, I'm okay with that. Taking a shot on 1st down, you got to do it. You got to take those shots every once in a while. Keep those defensive players on their feet.
You'll see that. You'll see that happen again. You'll continue to see that happen all night. Mark had him beat so very badly. You'll see that happen again throughout the night. And that was just a great route. Just couldn't quite get there on the connection.
And now Twins formation. We got on our near side, I believe that's Isaiah Hall and Mark Fulkerson with Orozco and Pulte on the other. Caleb in shotgun. And he hands it off to Damian Moore. He finds another seam, and his speed takes him up 13 yards and another Bullfrog 1st down.
Yes, sir. You like to see that. It's one of the things right now that this defense is giving the Bullfrogs their playbook. The defense is giving the Bullfrogs their playbook. They're able to run whatever they want to right now. They have total control of the clock of the play. There's no doubt in my mind the Bullfrogs are going to continue to go down here and to drive this one in.
Trips left, Caleb back, looks to his right. It's Damian Moore, and it's a low throw. And unfortunately, Damian Moore not able to pick this one up, but 1st down, I like this. pass it on first down, looking to take shots because right now the Bullfrogs are confident they can run this ball on second down and pick up enough yards to have good situations.
Yep. The Bullfrogs, like I said, they have their playbook right now. They have their playbook. So that first down pass, what does that do? And right now, they're not changing over. They're going to change it over second down. They're going. What does that first down pass do? That makes your defense have to guard the pass. So I imagine you're going to see some more of that ground and pound coming right at them.
And 2 receivers out left, 2 in the backfield. Caleb fakes it to 1, and Cam Kimball looking for some space. He's met at the line of scrimmage, but he keeps on powering through. And the spot is going to be down at about the 38-yard line, I believe 37. So a couple gained yards on the play, as now that's going to bring third down and about 5 to go.
You know, that's one of the most popular moves by a running back these days is that jump cut. And Cam Kimball does it so well. He has speed, but he has a lot of power as well. That jump cut and a lunge forward, he knocked the guy backwards and continued to drive him. It was a great display of power right there as a running back.
Trips out to the left. And I'm not sure. I can hear the fans yelling right outside the window. As now we're hearing boos. Interesting.
And I think what it's going to be is going to be a timeout called by the Bullfrogs. But I think the fans they're yelling because they're trying to say the Bullfrogs had too many people in the backfield. And I'm not that sure. We're probably going to have to crack that window a little bit. We're starting to fog up in here.
I know, right? I know. It's fun. I wish you guys could see Joey and I right now. We got a camera, out the window. I'm standing up. From sitting down position, I cannot even see the end zone to my right. I'm leaning up. I'm standing. I'm feeling like I'm a player on the field right now. Yeah, you can see it now.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys are looking at online, you see this is a camera leg that's right here. We're up against the window. It's the whole 9 yards. So, hey, we know we're gonna be tired just like the boys by the end of the night, staying up this whole night. So, but hey, we enjoy it. We want to give you guys the best look. There's no light in here. So
there is. That's why I was looking for a switch. I might be in the hall.
Yeah, something.
I'll take a look in a minute.
Yeah. I don't think we need, though. We're going to get a bunch of reflection off here. I'm having a hard enough time with this camera right up against the window.
I know, right? Well, here we go, guys. So after a little debacle, we got third down and 5 to go. Trips left. Caleb takes a snap. He's rolling out to his left. He's trying to find a receiver, and the throw just a bit short and out of bounds. So on third down and 5, it's gonna result in an incompletion.
What the Bullfrogs going to do here? What are they going to do here? They have the lead. They have the lead right now. So the Bullfrogs have the lead right now. So I imagine you're going to see them go for it on fourth down. I imagine that's what you're going to see. Because, I mean, a second ago, they held the Bulldogs at the 50. So I think you're going to see it. Yep. Either that or you're going to see a quick kick because we know Caleb can kick as well. So let's see what happens here.
And Caleb back with trips left, one right, and a flag. I'm assuming, false start, Bullfrogs.
Did you see the false start?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I don't think nobody else did either. You notice it's one of those things that, like I say, when you get to these hometown calls, the hometown side guy throws the flag every time.
Yeah. Hey.
It is what it is, but I didn't see anybody jump.
I'm giving them benefit of the doubt. My job after I get home here tonight is to tag the film for the high school. So, I'll take a second look at the play. I'll send you a film on Huddle. All right. Nathan Roscoe in motion. They're still doing this. Roscoe doing the little Mark Fulkerson dance around. They look out to him. Not there. A screen play. Cam Kimball. He's got some space. It's going to be close. No, he's got the first down and more. He's down to the 20-yard line. So a risky play call. It was fourth down and 10. No problem for the Bullfrogs, and they pick up the first.
That's right. Bullfrogs right there. Great run. Great job. You got a chance to see the speed of Cam Kimball. We haven't got a chance all season long to see him really get in open space to really put on moves. He put on one move, dropped into second gear, and cut out of there. Looked like he was about to get tackled, but he seriously just peeled out of there and got that first down. I mean, it looked like on that, it was a total, it's the end of the quarter. Bullfrogs lead 17-14. Bullfrogs on the charge. I was trying to see where they marked it at. but it looked like his run there was probably about 22 yards.
Yeah, and you know what? That is what I mean, look, Cam has been struggling a little bit as of late. Tonight, came out, he's running the ball well, and this is the exact situation you want to see Cam Kimball in. One-on-one in open field. That guy out there is no way he's going to come and one-on-one tackle Cam Kimball, and it looked like the defender, he dove, tried to get a shoelace tackle, and Cam Kimball is not going to go down with a shoelace tackle. Picked up about an extra 10, 12 yards after he got touched, and man, a huge play on fourth down. Like you said, about a 20-yard gain. So, hey, I love to see that. It's a risky play call on 4th and 10, but why not when the Frogs are moving the offense like this? And here we go as we start off the second quarter here as the Frogs currently leading by 3, 17-14. And now we have Caleb under center. And he's going to pitch this one out to Damian Moore. He's going to cut it back inside. He's got some space still on his feet. Nope, and he's down. But that's going to be a gain of about 6 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 4.
Hey man, that young man out there is just chipping off the yards. I mean, he hasn't went for negative yards at all in this game. So the Bullfrogs, I don't think they've been dropped for any negative yards thus far.
And you know what? Man, I love this right now. When both running backs are running like this, that change of pace. You bring Cam out there in that open field, breaking tackles, and then you got a speedy little guy in Damian Moore just hitting those holes with a ton of speed, and they're falling forward right now, picking up those extra yards as Damian Moore is called again, and he's trying to bounce out. He breaks through almost one tackle, but he took his defender with him for about an extra 5 yards, picks up the first down.
Man, you love to see that. I love what I'm seeing right now, and the fact that the Bullfrogs got out of the last defensive series by stopping them. This is the Bullfrogs. Now that the defense gave the offense an opportunity, the offense capitalized on this opportunity early on in the second quarter and tried to start creating some cushion here with the score.
I'm on my toes, leaning out the window as I call this one. Damian Moore gets a call again, fighting down to about the 5-yard line there. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal for the Bullfrogs.
Yes. It's one of those things. You're chipping away. They're going to give you the playbook. They're going to continue to use the playbook. Flip to the next page. Okay, we ran right this way. Okay, we're going to run right, but we're going to run right this way. We're going to run left, we're going to run left this way. Every which way you can get it, the Bullfrogs are just steadily just chipping away at it, like chipping that old ice sculpture about to turn into 7 points.
This is what I love to see from the Bullfrogs, just marching down the field, putting points on the board. We'll see if they can do it again as they have the ball in Caleb's hand, but the defense all over that one. That is going to be a sack and a loss of about 10 yards, actually 9. We'll see where the spot is, but now that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line.
Well, the Bullfrogs here, it was an RPO, a fake the misdirection, and there's going to be a little dump over the middle, a little screenplay. And it so happened to be they had the blitz drawn up at the same time, and it just didn't come out the way the Bullfrogs wanted to. So you got to do something here.
Now, like I said, from the 14, it's 3rd and goal, but the whistle's blow. And a false start on the offense. So that's going to move them back once again. And 3rd down and goal.
Just giving Caleb a little more room to work. Give him a little more room to work.
Hey, I know it's not the right market, but if you watched the Eagles game last night, they were on the goal line to win the game. Face mask pushed them back about 15 yards, and then somehow they have more room to throw it through for a touchdown. So maybe, hey, I know you guys don't hate me, but maybe this looks oddly similar.
I see Mark Fulkerson going to the top side, going to the Bullfrog side, 1-on-1. If they play him on the inside, you might see something here.
And now Caleb drops back, looking downfield. He goes to Mark. Mark goes up, and he's hit in the air. It was a high throw. He jumped and leaped for that one. He's not going to come down with it, and that's 4th down and goal from about the 20-yard line. We'll see if the kicking unit right now, no substitutions from the sideline.
Yeah, it's a little tough. As a quarterback myself, you hate to string your guys up like that, but he had to put it up there. He had to throw it over that linebacker and get it there. That's just it's a tough throw. Mark had a chance of it. Man, he got clobbered in the air. But glad he just ran off the field. I know that one hurt, regardless if he showed it or not.
Trips right. Caleb drops, looking to his left. It's a screenplay to Damian Moore. He's got some space. He tries to bust it outside. He spins one, but that is going to be marked down at about the 11-yard line. And, of course, 11 yards too short on 4th down. And that's going to be turnover on downs.
So the Bullfrogs right here, a lot of people look at that. I mean, look at those flags. You guys that are watching online, you guys look at those flags. You can see just what is going on out here with the wind. Look at that, boy. It is flapping. Wind gusts 17 miles an hour, steady 10 to 12. You're seeing it out here. It's the Bullfrogs. Not going to try to put your kicker in a bad situation, try to kick a field goal into that. What you do is you pin them back a little bit deeper and let your defense work. Defense turned up right now. They need a huge stop right here.
All right, now with 2 lined out left for the Bulldogs, they hand it off. They're going out left, and a flag on the play as he's still on his feet, and a gain of about 9 on the play, but this one is most likely going to yep, I'm seeing the signal now. It's a holding call. Yep, and on the offense, so bring this one back. A big break here for the Frogs.
So the Bullfrogs here, the thing that makes this dangerous, and when I look at it, makes it dangerous is the Bulldogs are going to be forced to throw it. They forced you. The quarterback's going to try to pull it down like he's going to run to try to pull the safeties off of the guys. Like the third play of the game, and as soon as they drop, he's going to try to let that bad boy go.
Yep.
They know he can throw the ball. He can really let that ball go. Now he has a wind behind his back. He can just throw this thing up for days. He's got 3 more downs, or he's got four downs to do it.
And it's going to be a start from about the 5-yard line, a play-action play, dropping back and taking a shot downfield. Isaiah Hall's down there, and that throw is going to be deep. And like Joey just mentioned, that wind is going to let that ball carry. And, man, I guess the quarterback misjudged that one because that was about 5 or 6 yards in front of the receiver.
Yeah, and that just tells you, say the quarterback has an arm, he can throw it. With the wind at his back, he threw from the end zone, and that was 48 yards in the air.
Yep. Hey.
His receivers didn't have 48 yards in the air speed. That's the Bullfrogs hit him off the line and slowed him down a little bit.
You know, it's
so
funny.
It looks like there was a penalty again,
really?
Another holding penalty against against the Bulldogs, and the Bullfrogs declined it. Now it's second down from the same spot.
You know, it's funny. I almost wish that wasn't overthrown because Isaiah Hall looked to be in great position defensively. But here we go. Second down and about 17 to go, and they hand this one off, and he's still on his feet spinning. And, oh, wait, Bullfrogs have it. Pulte has it. I don't even know how. The ball was lost, and Pulte down near the goal line. We'll see where they mark him. Is he in? They're going to mark him down at like the inch. I'm looking at the white hat right now, and he's walking almost in the end zone. And that's going to be 1st and goal for the Bullfrogs. As the ball was stripped, spinning along was the Burkburnett running back. And somehow, someway, Pulte ended up with that one. Wow.
Yeah, I had it zoomed in there on the camera. I mean, literally, it's on the 6-inch line. The Bullfrog defense, they're known for they're known for forcing turnovers, and that's what they needed right there. As the offense couldn't come up with anything, they did a good job pinning them back, let the Bullfrogs turn up the heat a little bit, and that's what happened. They stood their running back up and ripped him and stripped him.
Did the ball touch the ground?
The ball bounced.
Okay.
The ball bounced and it rolled out. Ball took a Bullfrog hop to the right hand side of the Bullfrog side, and Pulte just picked it right up off the hop.
All right, here we go. So a strong I formation to the right. Damian Moore in the backfield. Caleb, he's going to try to sneak this one in, and he's got to have it. Just waiting on the call. And he's in. Touchdown. Bullfrogs.
Yes, sir.
Man, that is when defense can lead to easy offense. Not like we've seen at the beginning of this game, but finally, those turnovers the Bullfrogs have been able to generate throughout the year are going to pay off.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you got to have somewhere you have to find this late in the season, your back's completely against the wall. Completely against the wall. You have to win tonight to have another still for next week to be a chance to get in the playoffs. You have to win tonight.
And a flag on the play. It's got to be encroachment on the defense. That double clutch. Haven't they seen it already? Apparently not. But the Bullfrogs, I'm not going to call you out here, Joey, but I kind of am.
What's up?
I called it. It was going to be 42 to 35-ish.
It's about to be 24 here in a second.
You said
27-21 is what I said.
I know. But we're not even at halftime, Joey.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 40 in the first half.
This is exactly what I want to see,
And the White Hat didn't give me a call at all, so I guess we're just going to line up and do this again. Maybe they waved it off. Not sure.
Well, Polito has been almost a sure thing from the extra point, and here we go, and up, and there we go. So Polito makes another one for the Frogs, and now increases our lead to 24-14.
Here we go. I'll give y'all a scoreboard there until they get lined up. How about that? It might be cockeyed on the screen, but hey. There we go right there. Bullfrogs, 24. The Bulldogs, 14.
To be honest, Joey, it's almost like that camera angle is actually the angle I'm commentating from as I tilt my head and watch the play. So
that's exactly how I feel.
It's like you guys are actually getting a live, almost like a GoPro, I guess, like a face cam, a camera mount on my head, giving you guys a live look what it looks like to commentate.
I'm looking at the live feed here. Y'all can just see the angle we're looking at this game at right now. If you're looking online on Lake Worth ISD YouTube page or Bullfrog Radio on YouTube or on Facebook, it's just cockeyed sideways. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I mean, if there's never been a better word to describe that other than cockeyed. That's it. That's all you can say. So here we go. We're getting ready to get this thing coming back to the field of play. The Bullfrogs getting ready to kick this thing off. You see the Bullfrogs right now, they had to come out today. Don't get it wrong. Our kids, we're city kids. So in the city, it's always warmer than it is in the country any time of year. I don't care if it's 105 degrees outside. 105 degrees in the city feels different than it does in the country. And right now, they left the school, I think it was 46. And out here right now, it's probably right about the same, or maybe it's down about 43. Actually, it's 48.
But with wind chill, it feels like 43.
Yeah, so right there, 48, 43. But in the city, that 48 feels different than it does out here. So the Bullfrogs came in tonight. I know they were ready to, everybody got hoodies on and long sleeves. And I love to see that because they're ready to go. But I tell you right now, everybody out there sweating because they're putting a show on tonight.
And a shorter kick this time, a little pooch kick out to the right. Frogs trying to get there as they're going to bring him down as a flag flies in from about 20 yards behind the play as our fans here, the Burkburnett fans, were calling for a face mask. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle.
Well, I saw the face mask on here, but I'm going to tell you this, since I need Josh here so bad. The middle judge, both sideline judges, 4 judges on this end of the field did not call a face mask. The judge on the far end threw that flag into the wind 30 yards. He needs an award. Threw it 30 yards into the wind and called the face mask from there. And there's no way that he saw it. He heard the crowd go, face mask. He just threw it.
It was, though.
It was a launch.
I know I'm a homer, but I
saw it.
Yeah, it was
outright. Yeah.
I mean, I saw hands up there. I don't know if he actually hooked it, but hey, I'm gonna give him this one. But here we go. Frogs will defend from their own 48-yard line as Burkburnett quarterback drops back. He looks and a contested pass. And that ball was bobbled around the 35-yard line. Great defense from Isaiah Hall as he's fired up.
Yes, sir. That's what you want to see. I mean, the guy definitely got over Isaiah, but Isaiah fought him down to the ground as they were coming down to help me bobble that ball. So that's great defense, not just to be there to make the tackle, but to break the ball, to break up the catch, to make it 2nd and 10. On the Bullfrog side of the field.
Great use of hands. Just way to get those arms up near the ball. Force the offensive player to drop that one. Is now Burkburnett going to hand this one off through the hole. He's got some space, and he tries to run over Cam Kimball, but he said, no, sir, you're going to maybe back me up just an inch, but I'm going to bring you to the ground with me as that ball is going to be spotted as a gain of about 5.
Yeah, it's a great job by Cam Kimball getting a heavy stop there. That running back runs downhill, and the good thing about that, he runs downhill, but whenever he hits, he's hitting and he's going down.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good job by Cam Kimball. Was just standing straight and hit a train, and it stopped. As now they hand the ball off and trying to bounce this one out. The Frogs trying to get there. We'll see where the spot is. Going to be close, and it looks like it's about a yard shy of the first down. So that's going to bring up 4th and 1, and you're going to expect Burkburnett to go for this one.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But then again, I mean, you're down by 10 points early on. You're down by 10 points early on, but you had two big effective runs. So you imagine you'll see some type of run here, thinking they can just get 1 yard. That quarterback up the left-hand side off tackle.
And a false start here for Burkburnett. And you know what? Hey, but you know what's funny? The Frogs did the same exact thing when they were going for it on 4th down. So you'd expect them to continue to go for it. Here's what I will like, though. And I'm going to give some credit to Burkburnett right now. I give a lot of credit to these fans out here tonight. You can hear them getting fired up here on 4th down. And, you know, I'm a homer. I love my Lake Worth. But at the same time, it's great to be in this atmosphere here up in Burkburnett and having these fans come out, passionate fans, rooting on their kids. But, man, they're about to be disappointed after this one, I'm hoping.
Yeah, so, you know, right now on Burkburnett's side, it's a packed house over here.
Yep.
To Pat Bullfrogs, we got. It looks like we have roughly about 20, 25 up there. I think there might be some cheerleaders, some admin that are up there, but we got about 20, 25 people. And then all of that, we have a small amount of our band that made it out tonight. I would love to see them on the road traveling. I know it's difficult and it's hard to get everybody out here with COVID and everything else, but it looks like there's a timeout called. That timeout's gonna be called by, I think, Burkburnett.
I would assume so, too.
As they try to look to draw something up in the dirt here. Well, maybe not. And they might actually have something in the playbook.
I mean, it's not. This is almost eerily similar to the situation the Frogs were on in the same exact spot on the field, going the same exact direction, wind to their back. We'll see what Burkburnett can do here. They have about 6 yards to go, but this Frog defense has done a great job. They've given up 2 home runs, but Burkburnett have not been able to march the ball down the field. It's been a blown coverage, which was basically a free touchdown. I mean, they literally gave Burkburnett a free touchdown. Like, all they had to do was toss someone up. Then they ran the ball first play of the next drive. They ran for a touchdown. But after that, the Bullfrog defense has done a great job of just doing their job. The guys are out there doing their job. The Isaiah Hall, great pass coverage. The rest of the cornerbacks, hey, when you don't have to mention cornerbacks, that means they're doing their job because the receiver's not open, and the run game has been dealt with by this linebacking core and the defensive line as we stand in 4th down and 6 and about 5 wide. And now a whistle. And what is the call on the field?
They're calling. They are calling movement by hairs. And I like to see them. They're calling it both ways, though. I mean, that's always a good thing. But, man, talk about call a tight game. That left tackle, shivered. Like, it's chilly out there. He shivered, and they blew it. Same thing they did on the Bullfrog. That's why we couldn't notice it. This time I noticed it. And now it looks like it's forced Burkburnett backed up, so now they're going to punt.
Hey. Good discipline, though, by this Frogs. Oh, this could be almost blocked. It's not. But Junior Sessions back there. He's backing up. He's not going to go ahead and get to this one. It's going to take a roll for the Frogs and make its way into the end zone. A favorable roll for the Frogs.
Great job right there. That right there, it's a nervousness as a punt returner. It's a nervousness to make the right call sometimes. Junior Session, this is his first year to be a punt returner. And there's a nervousness about making the right call. Should I pick it up? Should I try to run it? Should I not? Should I let it go? And that right there, thank goodness, with the wind and the roll, it rolled right past into the end zone. Gives the Bullfrogs great position starting off at the 20-yard line.
Now the Frogs are going to take over. And they got about 6 minutes on the clock to move this one downfield. Going to have to go 80 yards, though, as they have trips lined out to the left-hand side, and they're going to hand this one off to Damian Moore, trying to find a seam, and he does. He's up to about the 28-yard line and a solid gain on 1st down.
Yeah, Damian Moore, you see that the kid has been just chipping away yards after yards after yards after yards. I think everyone that has touched the ball, running the ball, period, is in double digits of some sort for the Bullfrogs, whether it's in the teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and Pulte even higher than that.
And that's Mark Fulkerson picking up another carry here. He is going to be stopped, though, at just about the line of scrimmage. It looks like a gain of about 1. So it is going to be 3rd down, and it looks like 2 yards to go here.
You like to see that from the Bullfrogs because, we're late in the season. You have to do everything you can. Like I said before, your back's against the wall. You have to win this game. The Bullfrogs are pulling out, they're pulling out all the stops, and they're pulling out everything that you may have not seen in the playbook yet.
And they hand the ball off to Damian Moore, and more than enough to get the first down. Hey, just quick shout out to you guys in the chat. I'm just sitting here realizing this has got to be a pretty cool experience. You get to interact with the commentators watching football on a Friday night. We're out here. We love it. We love hearing from you guys. Of course, big shout out to Chris McMullen, always here on Friday nights, keeping me entertained. Hey, I like it. I like your advice. I like where you're going with this. It's a lot of fun. So big shout out to you, one of our biggest supporters. Just gotta show love for the guys that show us love. As Pulte is in motion, and they're gonna hand it off to Damian Moore once again, and he's gonna power through. He's still on his feet, and picks up another first down.
Great job. There it goes. He just pounding away at it. Pound. Just continue to do it. The Bullfrogs, I can't just keep saying it. Big shout out to Zay Madrano. Give a little shout out. Yes, sir, there. Watching it as we watch what these Bullfrogs are doing. Chris Quinn, hey, thanks for joining in. Thanks for the comments. We appreciate it.
And now Trips lined out left. Fulkerson, Pulte, and I believe that's that's got to be Isaiah Hall out to our left, but they're going to hand it off anyway. And for the first time tonight, Damian Moore hit in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, that's, hey, it's that accordion effect. The accordion effect. Make room to strike. And now that defensive line's turned up. They're just looking for the run. Oh, they're about to get the run. There's not going to be any ball there.
Can somebody – I was going to say Mark Fulkerson, then I thought about that for a second, and pretty much anyone out there right now has the ability to get downfield. We'll see who it is as they – give it to Cam Kimball, though, and they keep him off guard as Cam has got some room. He's down. He's at the 30, 20, and he's going to be brought down just actually short of the 20, and a fantastic run. Look, Joey, they were probably thinking the same thing. We finally stopped their run. They're going to pass it. Nope, Frogs go right back to it. Cam Kimball with a big run.
Yeah, and you see there as they get up, Cam Kimball, and I can tell, class act kids, I can't tell, what the other team was saying to him, but somebody was saying something to him, like I tackled you, and Cam's like, yeah, it was a 40-plus yard run, so great job tackling me 40 yards down the field. Here we go.
Interesting formation here for the Frogs as Mark Fulkerson stacked up beside Isaiah Hall, but they're going to hand it off right back to Cam Kimball, and why not? Because he's still on his feet, and he's down as a gain of about 9. And, man, nothing can stop the run from the Bullfrogs right now.
What I love that I'm seeing right now is the running backs are seeing this. The play's set up to go around the outside, and they're watching the defense over pursue. And Cam Kimball did a cutback after he was already down the field about 4 yards, cut back behind his blockers because that defense is just over pursuing because they're having a hard time setting the edge against the Bullfrogs. They just can't seem to do it right now.
A lot of credit to the O-line tonight as well. As now Caleb will check to the line. Looks like blitz possibly coming from Burkburnett. Caleb fires deep. Does he have a man? No, an incomplete pass that was intended for Demarion Pulte.
Yeah, it was a great try, great ball. It just happened to be just a little bit outside. But Pulte had an opportunity to catch it, but I think if he would have caught that anyway, I think it was just a little bit out of bounds. Surprising because Burkburnett has been playing a really big cushion on our receivers, so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see some comebacks coming pretty quickly.
All right, Caleb under center with Cam out to his left. Damian Moore behind him as Caleb tells the line what's going on here. They hand it off to Damian Moore. He has a hole, And he's still on his feet somehow, and it takes about 4 guys almost every single time to bring down a Bullfrog as they're continuing to pound the ball, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, Bullfrogs just continue to keep going, continue to keep driving. You know, right now, Burkburnett is having to stop that run, so you're seeing them go up tight, man coverage on receivers. We know against the Bullfrogs offense they can get you in trouble, but they got to stop the run first, so Bullfrogs going to keep hitting them in the mouth.
I'm looking for another run right here as they hand it off again, and Cam has it. It's a short gain here, but you know what? I love this kind of football, just straight up north, south, running down your throat, and the Bullfrogs have done a great job of absolute domination in the run game as they've controlled the clock as well. We're down to 1:15 on the clock.
Yeah, you know, hey, I just want to give a big shout-out. I know we got 25 people tuning in on Facebook Live right now. I see Robert Bubba Hernandez out there. Juan Smiley Salinas, you're joining in. Hey, thanks for joining in. That's the Bullfrog alumni there. Hey, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Josh Wilcoxon, hey, I see you on there, bud. Sorry you couldn't be with us. Don't worry, we'd be in here like sardines if you were.
All right. Caleb hands it off. Cam trying to bounce this one outside. Doesn't have much room, but somehow still on his feet. He loses the ball. It almost looked like there. I'm not quite sure, but it is going to go out of bounds regardless. And down to about the 4-yard line, it looks like. And that's going to be 3rd and goal.
Are you cheating off my camera here? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm not.
You can when we're down here because I know we're both leaning over the same way. You just look at this little camera. I'm just zooming in on it.
Hey, that's a small screen, all right?
But when I zoomed in like this, it looks big, don't it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm having to do. I'm having to see where it's at, then look at the little bit small screen here, trying to get her going. But the Bullfrogs look like they're on the 4-yard line.
Caleb with an empty set. And now a timeout on the field. Quick shout out, hey, Fernando Ramirez. Hey, we got an old Coppers Cove player coming in to watch, a former player of Coach Welch, McAnally, and Raines. Hopefully I'll remember, but I'll go ahead, and if I remember tomorrow morning when I go down and meet with the coaches, I'll give you a shout out and see if they remember you. But very cool. I appreciate you tuning in, watching what the current coaching staff is doing here at Lake Worth. And, of course, love to see it. 14-24, Bullfrogs lead, 45 seconds on the clock. The Frogs have a chance to strike once again here to end the quarter, giving themselves a big old blanket here to just, you know.
Yeah,
hey,
it'll in the half. It'll put this in the halftime.
Feel nice and cozy.
And the Bullfrogs, they'll get a chance to go in the halftime and to go get I don't even know if they're going to have to get warmed up because I feel like they're warm right. They're hot right now. But I know I'm definitely warmed up right here. I might have to take my neck gaiter off here in a second because I get a little sweat going here. And once again, I want to thank BISD, Burkburnett ISD, the program here, whoever's in control over the press box. I didn't get the gentleman's name, but they gave us a spot here in the press box. We really appreciate it. We're not out in the elements, although I'm sweating a little bit because I got 2 pair of pants.
We prepared for the elements.
Yeah, I got 2 or 3 shirts on, so we were ready to go. But here we go. We're going to go back to play here.
The Frogs have about 5 yards, or about 4 actually, to go here. A big play as they have trips lined out right. Damian Moore in the backfield alongside Caleb Welch. And Fulkerson in motion. Rolling out is Caleb. Caleb fires it. It's a tough throw. And somehow I believe Fulkerson came down with it. He did, but it's short, about a yard short of the end zone. That ball was bobbled, and Mark somehow came down with it, but that is short.
Yeah, it's short. It's a 4th down. Man, I know Caleb's going to look back on that film and going to wish he went second level. They sent nobody second level. The other receiver was out in the going towards the corner of the end zone. There's nobody there. I wouldn't be surprised you don't see the Bullfrogs run that again at some point in time.
And they are going to go for it here. 4th and goal.
Ground and pound, baby.
And they're going to hand it off to Cam Kimball, fighting through, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bullfrogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cam Kimball continues to rack him up. I think the young man now has, I know he has over 10 touchdowns, about 12 touchdowns, 13 touchdowns on the season thus far. Maybe more. I had to go back and look at the stats for it, but, I mean, just heck of a season that kid's having. Get over here and get an update the score. I always like when I have to take time to update the score.
I'm just excited. I'm looking around, watching the band, enjoying the excitement of tonight. I know, not to be a downer, but it's been a rough couple of weeks for the Frogs. And,
it's been a rough 3 weeks.
Yeah, and for a commentator, I haven't talked to Joey as much about this, but for me, I try my best to remain positive for you guys, but it's tough to call a game when, you're watching your guys, and, I know these kids, and I love all these kids, and they're great kids, and, it hurts. It hurts to watch them to struggle. You know how much effort they're giving in practice every week, how much effort they're giving on the field, and they fall short, but tonight we're seeing a change of events. The band is into it. I see the cheerleaders over on the other side. It feels like 43 degrees, but they're up and at 'em. The Frogs on the sideline, they're looking up, and I love to see it. This is definitely an uplifting game, and it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. The last time the Bullfrogs were up in this area was just 2 weeks ago against Hershey. And they were up here, and it was a long drive home.
Yeah.
It was a long drive home. They fought hard, but it was a long drive home because they went home with an L. This game is far from over. I mean, we saw the Bull. Any team, it's anybody's game. Any given Friday night. And for the Bullfrogs right now, they do have given themselves a little bit of cushion on the lead, but they know they want to push more. If it was up to them, the offense was scored earlier, and you'd be looking at about to be 38.
Yeah,
you'd be looking at 38 to 14. The Bullfrogs will score earlier, but the defense is what helped make it. The offense put them deep, even though they couldn't produce that one. The defense put us back in position, and the Bullfrogs scored off of that anyways. So the Bullfrogs looking good right here, getting ready to kick the extra point.
And it's Polito, the sure-footed Polito.
Commentators curse.
Nope. I called it last time, and they didn't give it to me. So, and that's going to be, it looks like, oh, man, like you said, you cannot breathe a deep breath on this line right now, because if you breathe too deeply and your chest expands from taking in all that air, it is going to be blown for a false start at the moment.
And now the Bullfrogs are allowed to do their double clutch again. We've seen this happen before where the Bullfrogs got a penalty and then got the defense back to penalty.
Hey, but it's funny. Hey, at least they're calling both sides. Like you said, Burkburnett got a kind of tough end of the stick, and the Frogs are going to get that one here. As now Polito lines up once again. Getting a little bit of range on this one, and it's up, and commentators curse. Joey, I'm sorry.
I told you. I don't believe in that kind of stuff, but, man, it would make you think otherwise.
All right, guys. I don't even want to look at the comments. Don't blame me for that one. I'm on the field, all right?
I'm telling Polito tomorrow, like, hey, man, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. It was Chris. Chris did it.
All right. You know what? Hey.
Hey, but still, the Bullfrogs look like they're going to go in this half with a nice cushion here. All they have to do is get a kick the ball off, run the last 2 seconds out of this half, go into halftime not comfortable but feeling confident.
Yes.
Because, 16 points is 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions.
Joey, to me, look, this offense, have they even really what can't we do at the – I can't even get the words out of my mouth because, this offense is rolling. Who can stop it?
Burkburnett in the halftime, they're going to have to figure out a way to try to stop the Bullfrogs' run game. And if they do that, what that means is they're going to need help from the secondary. And when they put the secondary out there on the island, the Bullfrogs have capable enough weapons to just abuse them down the field. There's no doubt about that. But they're going to have to stop that run first. Yeah. You guarantee the Bullfrogs are going to come back out second half. They're not going to come out trying to start throwing the ball. They're going to come out and they're going to run it right down their throat. With a lead like this, you control the game on the ground. You control the clock, and you'll see that happen. You'll see that happen the entire second half.
And I would love to see the stats after this game. I want to assume, don't count me, don't count me. They are averaging probably close to around 7 yards per carry in this game. It's been absolutely dominant. As now Polito, he's going to kick this one. It's a low kick. It was spinning right to left on that. And now number 4 for Burkburnett trying to bounce this one out. But, of course, I don't know if you heard before, there was only 2 seconds on the clock. So with that play right there, it's going to lead us to halftime. So a great first half from Lake Worth as we enter in halftime at Burkburnett, and the Frogs lead 30-14.
Yeah, you're listening to Joey Wilcox and Chris Wyatt live on Bullfrog Radio on Facebook Live, on MixLR, Bullfrog Football, and live Lake Worth ISD YouTube page. We're going to just sit down for a minute and just take a little load off here.
Hey, let me see if I can find a light out here.
Yeah, find a light, turn a light on. It's so small in here. I mean, you get an elbow in the butt and the whole 9 yards. No light switch? Maybe look on that side over there. There it is. He found it, ladies and gentlemen. Found the light switch. Found the light switch. Now let's turn the camera on here. Let's see if we get the in-booth camera going here.
I wish we could take a tour.
Right.
And show everybody what we're dealing with.
We'll just make this a little bit smaller. And we'll put it right there. So people can see when they tune in. Hey, man, here's your butt cushion. You need your butt cushion.
It's all right. I've been standing up the whole game. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I did the same thing, but, it's one of those things, you get a little bit older. I know you're still you're a young man. So, but y'all see this. You already are tuning in. Y'all see this pole here. This is my tripod up against the window right in front of us right now. And so trying to see what's going on here, trying to get updates from people, what's going on. Coach Pinson's checking in, and right now, the only thing about this game tonight, I would not trade Friday night football for anything. But right now, tonight, it's Devin's session, Junior Session's older brother, one of my younger brothers. He plays for Oak Hill Christian College up in Minnesota, and they started basketball season tonight.
Oh, wow. And
so they had their first game. It's looking a little tough. It's looking a little tough for them right now. Ooh. But, basketball is a little bit down the road for everybody down here. We're going to keep it right here on football. But I just want to give a big shout-out real quick. I know I see a lot of people that are still on, Mayor Walter Bowen, Bubba Hernandez, Juan Smiley Salinas. Let's see, Jessica Wheat. Happy birthday, ma'am. Blessed Odom. I don't know who you are. Tell me who you are. I see your name on here, but I don't know who you are, who you're following on the team. So we'd love to know who you are. So put your real name on here, unless you want to say incognito. That's okay. But
feels like
we appreciate that. I know there's lots of people that are tuning in. It's a long drive up here. It's going to be regardless of win or not, it's a long drive home. Period.
Yeah.
I drove up here by myself. I probably should have told somebody if they wanted to ride up here with me, but.
There you go.
I'm a road tripper. Like, I stop whenever I want, however many times I want to, eat
Why
whenever
not?
I want. This is like
Why not?
Football season's like my cheat months.
Slip-ups on defense, a blown coverage, gives up 7 points to begin the game. A run right off the bat on the second drive for Burkburnett goes in for a touchdown. But after that, it's been absolutely all Bullfrogs. And talk about a run game. The Bullfrogs are putting on a clinic tonight. I mean, change of pace. Cam Kimball running down your throat. Damian Moore showing bursts of speed. It's been domination.
Oh, yeah. And, those are all there tuning on MixLR. You guys aren't missing a thing right now as I say you're not missing a thing.
What?
I think we just lost all feed. My phone just died, so that was that one connection.
Well, right now it shows it's still up.
No, it shows it's up, but maybe. Trying to see here. Shows it's still live here. We're still live.
Oh, wait. Now I see us again. Hotspot down.
Hotspot down. It's telling me. I'm telling man down, man down.
Yeah, well, it's funny. We keep skipping around, so we're kind of here. Just give us a second. We might be switching things up here to make sure.
For whatever reason, this guy right here is not talking, but it's on.
Interesting.
Hey, Gary Welch, you're listening on MixLR. Hey, give us a shout out. Send us a text message. My cell phone's died. That's what happens when you have gear and not of it all. Sometimes your connection doesn't work. I'm using my cell phone and it just burnt through my battery on my cell phone while I had it plugged up here. So unfortunately, it's halftime. So what we're going to do is we're going to take us a little break. And do you still see us on there?
Yeah.
Are we still live? I mean, is it still up to date? Okay. Well, hey, we're live. We'll just stay with it. We'll stay with it right now. my phone charges, it'll get us a little juice. We'll get it back up. So make sure that we're good to go. Because it looks like we're running off of one connection here now. So hopefully it doesn't get too choppy for everybody. We're going to try to solve everything up. It can never be perfect.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Can you check Facebook and see if it's still up?
Yes,
Facebook
sir.
is usually the one that's most finicky. That'll just drop out of nowhere. Like, bye, guys. And so we'll see.
No, it looks like we're down.
Facebook is down.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case.
It's all right. Do me a favor, comment on that Facebook, and just let them know that it's down there, and I'll stop the YouTube and bring back up the Facebook as well. We'll see if we can't do it here.